Hello and welcome to another episode of Kia Electric News. In case you missed it, this week I did a video walk around of the new Kia EV3, well, a pre-production one anyway. I look forward to a test drive in the actual production one in November sometime, hopefully. This led to someone asking in the comments how the EV3 compared size and space-wise to the Niro EV. Well, it looks like this. The biggest difference is the EV3 width. The EV3 is 1850mm versus the Niro EV, which is 1581. The EV3 is 4300mm long versus the Niro's 4420. The EV3 wheelbase is 2680 versus 2720. EV3 is 1560 high versus the Niro's 1585. The EV3 has 460 litres of boot space versus 475 on the Niro EV. To look at it, I can't really tell the difference. The EV3 seemed to have more legroom with the seats all the way back, but I need to test this when I get my hands on the production model. In other EV3 reviews, like the one I point out in a bit from Gavin in Ecotricty New Zealand, he seems to think there's less space in the back, but it's difficult to tell. Someone also asked me in the comments about the EV3 Euro Ncap ratings. I asked Kia UK customer services and they confirmed that they are not yet out. So all you can do for now, if you need these for taxi insurance purposes, is to keep checking the Euro Ncap website. I'll put a link to that in the description. As I mentioned above, another great EV3 review. This has appeared on Friday. This is from Gavin on the Ecotricty New Zealand channel. In Australia this week, the press embargo on the EV5 reviews has been lifted. So quite a few Australian Kia EV5 reviews have come out on YouTube from channels such as Cars Guide, Chasing Cars, Car Sales, The Right Car and Drive. Also, I found this useful review of the EV5 versus the Tesla Model Y from Car Sales. Korean Car Blog this week has shown a spy image of the Kia EV6 GT Facelift interior for the first time. As expected, it has much lime green trim on the seats and steering wheel. In the US this week, Kia has announced 2025 EV9 pricing. The only pricing change from last year is that the light long range trim has a price increase of just $700. The other changes to this model year are the following. Under options, light long-range rear-wheel drive, the front sunroof is now standard. The land trim all-wheel drive relaxation seat package is no longer an option. Under colours, exterior and interior, the new exterior colours added: glacial white, pearl, ebony black. Exterior colours deleted: ivory silver gloss, ivory silver matte and ocean blue matte. On the interior colours deleted: dark grey and navy on the GT line trim. Also a quick update on the Canadian EV9 shifter issue. John and Marion in the comments has let me know that the new EV9 shifters are in stock, so they should have their EV9 back next week. I hope that goes for everyone who's had this issue. Fingers crossed. That's great news. A few months ago, you may remember when the August 2024 maps and infotainment updates came out. There was supposed to be a feature added on most of our cars to mute the speed warning. This did not work on the EV6 or the Ioniq5 as far as I know. This week an Ioniq6 owner, Dave O'Brien, contacted me in the comments to let me know that the tip he's found to accomplish this. Dave says this: tip on Ioniq6, if you press and hold the scroll OK button on the steering wheel, it takes you to the speed limit assist menu. I tried pressing and holding the OK button on my EV6 steering wheel, but it does nothing on mine. But I've not tested it whilst driving yet. Thanks for the tip, Dave. Electric reports that Hyundai is launching a counterattack with EVs made in China next year. As many rivals have been squeezed out of China by low-cost EVs, Hyundai has a plan to fend off the competition. According to a new report, Hyundai is pouring resources into launching its first dedicated EV in China, due out next year. Although electric vehicle sales continue climbing in China, the largest EV market globally, many legacy automakers are struggling to stay afloat. Yang Feng, the general manager of Hyundai's new research and development facility, said in an interview with Shanghai news outlet Jiman News that the company is launching its first dedicated EV for China next year. Unlike other EVs, the dedicated model will be exclusively designed for buyers in China and will feature advanced new tech and designs. According to local reports, Hyundai is partnering with Thundersoft, a smart cockpit provider, and Jinzai Robotics, an intelligent driving supplier in China, to power its next generation EVs. So the question is, will this vehicle stay a China-only car, or will the advent of Hyundai Group's LFP batteries at the end of 2025 mean that they use this in markets where there are no existing punitive tariffs on Chinese-made EVs, like the UK? it may be the only way to compete on costs. If you have an Ioniq5, you may be aware that several TSPs have been published in the US to cure the problem of the rattle in boot. This new one's got a description of, it says, certain Ioniq5 vehicles may exhibit rattle and friction noises from the tailgate whilst driving. This built-in provides instructions to adjust the gap between the tailgate and vehicle body to eliminate the rattle and friction noises. A link to this TSP is above and also in the show notes. Korean Economic Daily reports that Kia and KEPCO are to collaborate to build power ecosystem using the platform beyond vehicles. South Korea's Kia and Korean Electric Power Corp, or KEPCO, the state-run utility company, said on Thursday that they signed a memorandum of understanding to establish a future electrification and power ecosystem based on PBVs. The MOU aims to develop a PBV model optimised for KEPCO's operational needs to enhance work efficiency. It also focuses on collaborating to develop future technologies like vehicle-to-grid charging and plug and charge to respond quickly to a rapidly evolving electrification and power ecosystem. V2G allows excess electricity from electric vehicle batteries to be supplied back to the power grid using bidirectional charging. Be good if we see this in the rest of the world. Korean Economic Daily reports that Hyundai Glovis has introduced an EV drill lance on car carriers. South Korea's Hyundai Glovis company said on Thursday that it will introduce a special fire suppression tool, the EV electric vehicle drill lance, for use on its car carriers. The EV drill lance is designed to extinguish electric vehicle fires by drilling through the underside to reach the battery pack and spraying water directly onto it. The system operates by using water from a fire hydrant, which is fed through a hose to power a turbine that drives the drill. The drill can penetrate the vehicle's underbody and battery pack within 2 minutes. Once water is sprayed onto the battery pack, the fire can be extinguished within 30 minutes. Hyundai Glovis has modified the EV drill lance to be suitable for maritime transport, equipping its cars with the system. That's good news for all of us who have to wait for these car carriers to bring our cars to the UK. And finally, Hyundai's N division rolls out the audacious RN24 at the N Day 2024, paving the way for future high-performance EVs. At the N Day 2024 online event, Hyundai N unveils its next-generation rolling lab, or the RN24, demonstrating the future direction of high-performance N electric vehicles. RN24 pairs Ioniq 5N's advanced power electric system with a World Rally Championship inspired chassis supported by next generation software for maximum agility and precise control. The experimental RN24 points towards N's intent to bring back the compact lightweight vehicle concept for the next generation of high performance N-road cars. A redesigned battery pack retains the production model's 84 kWh capacity but allows for a 340mm shorter wheelbase, bringing this down to B segment size, comparable with Hyundai Motors i20N Rally 1 Hybrid World Rally Championship car. I think the RN24 looks good, but it seems to steal quite a lot of parts from other Hyundai EVs, especially bits of the Insta. There is also this N-Day launch video for those that are interested, which is heavily copyrighted with stuff all over it, so I haven't used it in this episode. A link to that's in the description. Thanks for all the comments, likes, and a big welcome to new subscribers. As always, a big thank you to my channel members for your fantastic support. Thanks for watching.